Alright, so this is for Scott and his A10 Camaro. So we have a drag box going in the car. So the green and the yellow, these are the AP1 and the AP2 voltages. This is the actual gas pedal. This is the manipulated signals that go to the engine computer. So during certain stages, this will be different than this depending on how you set up the drag box. Alright, so I have everything on the minimums right now and the ramp rates to the moon. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the gas pedal movements. They look basically the same. If I hit the foot brake first, then I floor it. So notice the green and yellow on this side. The engine computer thinks you're idling. You don't want nothing to happen. So I would turn this first knob up. Alright, and let's say you want it 2 volts, right? Whatever, depending on your converter, your power level, and whatever. This is just going to input and set you up at a certain RPM, and you can just raise it and you can lower it, and this will stay the exact same level. So we'll leave it at 2 volts range, right? Every time I go to that spot, I hit the foot brake and I pull up, it's going to go right to that spot every time. So that's a sweet spot that you like. You found it every time now. You're not looking for it with your foot. So now what happens is I pull up, I go wide open throttle, but my foot is on the brake pedal, so I'm standing there. Let's say it's at 22 or 2400 RPM. As soon as I let go of the foot brake, my gas pedal's already on the ground. I just let go of the foot brake, ding, and now it jumps faster. My brake pedal always bounces over here. I don't know if you can see that in the video. So when I let it go, kind of quick, it bounces. But that just shows you how fast it responds to every time you hit that brake pedal. It's going to go right to that sweet spot if you're wide open throttle. Alright, has the same setup for the transbrake, but that's a different adjustment. So whatever your sweet spot is for your foot brake, for no prep or whatever, that'll always stay the same. Now I'm on the transbrake here. I'm going to go wide open. Alright, same thing. Starts off idling. Turn the knob up. Alright, let's say we can go 2.5 volts on this one. You can lean into it a little bit harder. Right? As soon as I let go of the transbrake button, or the left paddle depending on the car, boom, it'll go right to the moon. I stuttered because I'm just a wire, not a real button. So same sort of deal. Now, and every time I hit the transbrake button, it'll go right to that sweet spot again. So your RPM on your dash will always go to the same spot. Again, it's not using ignition cuts, it's using a manipulated foot. Easiest way to explain it. So now if you pull up to the line and either the no prep, you know, your foot braking or your trans braking or whatever, we have another adjustment for the roll rate of how fast it rolls into the throttle after you let go of the button or the foot brake. So the easiest way to do that is with the foot brake here. So I'm going to hit the foot brake, and you saw how instantly it went up. I'm going to turn the ramp rate all the way down. I'm going to floor it. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to go right to that 2 volts that we set before. As soon as I let go of the foot brake though, look what happens. So it rolls into that. Yeah, a full second it takes for it to go from that sweet spot to wide open throttle. Alright. The blue line is the ELSD output if you have an electronic diff. We have a kit that this can control. The little kit goes in the trunk. This has the output trigger, and it works off of any time you stab the throttle to wide open, it turns the diff on. So if you're going to pull up, you're going to do your burnout, there's a 4-second delay on it too. So what you could do is you'd stab the throttle quick, kicks the diff on, right? And now you'd start your burnout, right? You'd have to have there's a switch on the side of the drag box. You would turn that switch off for your burnout. Because if you hold the foot brake and you're trying to do a burnout, it's going to find your sweet spot. So you just turn the switch off, drag box is off, except the diff lock. It'll always do the diff lock. So you pull up, stab the throttle just to get the diff to lock, and now you can play with the throttle, do your burnout, do what you got to do. You let go, right? And then you would turn your drag box back on, with the switch, not a little alligator clip. And pull up, you floor it. I'm on the foot brake, you floor it, you see the diff turned on at that blue line over there, and as soon as I let go of the foot brake, we take off, ramp brake goes up. If I start spinning after you shift the gear or something like that, right, you can pedal it a little bit and get back into it. Notice the diff didn't unlock. There's a 4-second delay on it. You got to be off the gas pedal for 4 seconds. Then it'll turn it off. To make sure that you're allowed to pedal it a little bit. This also does have a nitrous output control. Since we're manipulating throttle, you don't want to have your gas pedal to the wood, the throttle body up front really not 100% open yet, because you're at, let's say, the sweet spot finder or something. You don't want the nitrous to kick on. So we have an SSR control, solid state relay control. It's an output channel right out of this, just one wire that'll go to your solid state relay. And if I stomp the throttle, hold on. Okay, so if I stomp the throttle, it'll wait till it actually reaches wide open before it'll output that channel. Nitrous is on as soon as that dropped. But as soon as I let go, right, it's off. And then it diff let go because I was off. So you go wide open, bonk, and you let off. There's a delay on that. One more little trick. So let's say you want to go, you launch, you go, ramp rolls in after that full second or something, and you don't want the nitrous to hit yet, even though you're at wide open throttle, which is safe at that point. You want to elongate it, right? So this fourth knob here is that output channel for the solid state relay. You can delay it up to 4 seconds. So let's say you want to get at least down the track 100 feet before the nitrous kicks in because it's just too violent, right? So you can turn that up a little bit. That ramp rate, that delay right there, you can turn up on that fourth knob. Now when you stomp it, wait till it gets to the top, it'll roll out. What did I do? Do I have it even on the right thing? Make sure your foot brake is off, Stanley. Alright, let's try that again. Let's do the delay on the nitrous. And we'll go wide open. Didn't kick on. Boom, now it kicks on. Alright, so it's a 4 second, so I can turn it all the way up and she'll wait till you're halfway down the track before it kicks on. Boom. Now it kicks on. Right? But again, you have that instant situation though, so if you wanted it to, you can turn everything the hell up. The track will take it, I guess. Wide open, nitrous kicks on. You want to do it after the foot brake. Sweet spot. Boom. Wide open throttle hits, nitrous hits, everything hits at the same time. So that's sort of everything in a nutshell. Just 4 little adjustment knobs. You don't need a laptop. You just have this thing mounted either next to the seat or in a glove box, and you have a lot of adjustments and stuff that you can do between rounds without, again, needing a laptop every time. So some neat stuff.